What if events went differently, and Deadpool recruited Henry Cavill's Wolverine in the latest MCU film? Welcome back, my fellow watchers of the multiverse, to another exciting what-if scenario. Today we're merging two iconic characters in an unexpected crossover. Imagine a universe where Deadpool, in his typical fashion, finally brings in a different anchor beam, and he brings in the Cavil, portrayed by Henry Cavill. Now, this was a big spoiler in the latest Deadpool and Wolverine movie, where Deadpool travels across different realities that can help him save his world. And at one point, we see Henry Cavill's betrayal of Wolverine. But this time, he's going to be joining him on this wild adventure. How would this version of Wolverine, with his unique traits and backstory, clash with Deadpool's antics? Would their combined strength make them an unstoppable duo, or would their differences lead to an explosive conflict that would destroy Deadpool's universe? Let's dive into a world where Deadpool and Henry Cavill's Wolverine team up and see how this alternate scenario shakes up the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But before we embark on this thrilling journey, if you are enjoying the infinite possibilities of the multiverse, consider supporting my work on Patreon and Substack. Your support allows me to create even more content by diving deeper into these what-if scenarios and push the boundaries of our imagination. So thank you for being a part of this adventure, and let's dive into the dynamic twists of this fascinating what-if together. The TVA's corridors were as chaotic as ever, but this time Deadpool was on a solo mission. "I need a new Wolverine," he muttered to himself, stepping through a TVA portal into the ultimate universe. The familiar dim lighting and the smell of whiskey and cigars greeted him. At the far end of the bar, he spotted his target, a rugged feral Wolverine, more imposing than the one he knew. This was a variant, the Henry Cavill version of Wolverine. Deadpool approached cautiously, not wanting to provoke an unnecessary fight. "Hey bub, I need an anchor being. Heard you're the best there is at what you do. How about joining me for a little multiverse-saving mission?" Wolverine looked up, his eyes narrowing. "You were just leaving," Deadpool grinned. Whoa, I'm your ticket out of this dump and into a battle that actually matters. Plus, you get to slice and dice some seriously bad dudes," Wolverine considered for a moment before nodding. "All right, I'm in." Back in the presence of this Wolverine, immediately began to alter the course of events. This Wolverine, more strategic and ruthless, quickly took charge of the resistance. His approach was methodical, focusing on weakening Nova's forces before a direct assault. The team expanded their search for allies, bringing in powerful variants like Thor from Earth 838 and a war-hardened Captain America. Wolverine's tactical mind and relentless drive united the team, giving them a renewed sense of hope. Elektra, Blade, and Gambit found themselves impressed by Wolverine's leadership. His no-nonsense attitude and clear battle strategies made them believe they could actually defeat Nova. The Resistance's morale soared as they began to see tangible results from their efforts. As the Resistance grew stronger, tensions arose between Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool's irreverent attitude clashed with Wolverine's serious demeanor. The breaking point came during a critical mission when Deadpool's unpredictability almost cost them a key victory. Frustrated, Wolverine confronted Deadpool. "You're gonna get us all killed with your reckless stunts." Deadpool shot back, "Lighten up, Wolvie. We're saving the multiverse, remember?" Wolverine's eyes narrowed. "Maybe I made a mistake joining you. The tension between them escalated, threatening to fracture the team. Despite their differences, they pushed forward with their plan to infiltrate Nova's citadel. The final assault on Nova's citadel was a coordinated masterpiece. Wolverine's planning ensured that every member of the Resistance knew their role. The attack was swift and brutal, catching Nova's forces off guard. Inside the citadel, Nova watched the advance with growing frustration. She hadn't anticipated this level of resistance. As Wolverine and Deadpool led the charge, they managed to breach the inner sanctum with minimal casualties. The confrontation with Nova was intense. Wolverine's enhanced senses and combat skills allowed him to counter her. Psychic attacks, while Deadpool provided the unpredictable, chaotic element that kept Nova off balance. They fought their way to the heart of the Citadel, where the Time Ripper pulsed with dangerous energy. As they approached the Time Ripper, Wolverine hesitated. "This isn't my fight. I want to go back to my universe." Deadpool stared at him in disbelief. "Are you serious? We're on the brink of saving everything." Wolverine shook his head. "This isn't my war, Wade. I never signed up for this." Feeling betrayed, Deadpool tried to stop the Time Ripper on his own, but without Wolverine's help, it was impossible. The device began to overload, its energy destabilizing the multiverse. In the chaos, Nova attacked, fatally wounding Wolverine. As he lay dying, he looked at Deadpool. "Finish it," he whispered. With the Time Ripper out of control and Wolverine dead, reality itself began to unravel. Deadpool watched in horror as entire universes, including his own, started to disintegrate. The Resistance members fought valiantly, but it was clear they were losing. Nova, sensing her victory, laughed maniacally. "You were fools to challenge me. The multiverse belongs to me." Deadpool, desperate, tried one last time to stop the device, but it was too late. The energy from the Time Ripper engulfed him, and his body began to turn to dust. In his final moments, he thought of the friends and allies he had failed to save. The multiverse collapsed into chaos. Entire realities blinked out of existence, leaving behind only void and darkness. The surviving Resistance members were scattered, their spirits crushed. In the heart of the void, Nova stood triumphant, her power unchallenged. The few remaining heroes and villains who had resisted her were now her unwilling servants, their wills bent to her control. In the aftermath, the ruins of the multiverse lay silent. Deadpool's sacrifice, though valiant, was ultimately in vain. The once vibrant tapestry of infinite possibilities was now a desolate wasteland under Nova's absolute rule. In this alternate timeline, Deadpool's attempt to recruit a different Wolverine led to the ultimate downfall of the multiverse. His story became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the delicate balance between trust and betrayal, and the devastating consequences of failing to unite against a common enemy. As Nova surveyed her new domain, she knew there were still pockets of resistance scattered throughout the multiverse. She sent her loyalists to hunt them down one by one, to ensure her reign would never be challenged again. Her citadel, now the epicenter of her power, pulsed with the energy of countless stolen realities. Elektra, Blade, and Gambit, some of the few remaining Resistance members, regrouped in the shadows of a crumbling city. Their spirits were battered, but their resolve remained unbroken. "We can't give up," Elektra said, her voice firm. "Deadpool and Wolverine may be gone, but we owe it to them to keep fighting." Blade nodded, his eyes burning with determination. "Nova may have won this battle, but the war isn't over. We need to find more allies, more strength. There are still heroes out there." Gambit, ever the optimist, managed a faint smile. "And who knows, maybe we'll find a way to bring back our friends. The multiverse is full of surprises." Their journey was far from over. The Resistance, though diminished, continued to seek out pockets of hope in the darkness. They ventured into forgotten realms and hidden corners of reality, always on the lookout for those willing to stand against Nova's tyranny. Along the way, they encountered new allies and old foes, each battle a testament to their unwavering spirit. In one such encounter, they found a version of Tony Stark who had survived the collapse of his timeline. Stark, with his unmatched intellect and resources, became a beacon of hope for the Resistance. He quickly set to work devising new strategies and building advanced technology to aid in their fight. Meanwhile, Nova's rule was not without its challenges. Her power, while immense, was spread thin across the multiverse. She constantly had to deal with rebellions and insurrections, each one a reminder that her control was never absolute. These skirmishes took a toll on her, but she relished the challenge, seeing it as an opportunity to crush dissent and solidify her dominance. Back in the remnants of Earth 616, Paradox and Hunter B-15 continued their efforts to stabilize the remaining timelines. They worked tirelessly, hoping to find a way to reverse the damage done by the Time Ripper. Their efforts, though seemingly futile, kept a flicker of hope alive in the hearts of those who had lost everything. One day, deep within the bowels of the TVA, Paradox made a discovery that could change everything. He found an ancient artifact, a device rumored to have the power to restore realities. The artifact, known as the Chronosphere, was said to be capable of rewinding time and undoing even the most catastrophic events. With the Chronosphere in hand, Paradox and B-15 formulated a daring plan. They would travel back to the moment before Deadpool recruited the alternate Wolverine, hoping to set things right. The journey was perilous, fraught with dangers from temporal anomalies and Nova's relentless forces. As they made their way through the shattered multiverse, Paradox and B-15 encountered many of the heroes who had fallen in the original timeline. Each encounter was a painful reminder of what had been lost, but it also fueled their determination to succeed. They knew that if they failed, the multiverse would remain in darkness forever. Their journey culminated in a final confrontation with Nova herself. The battle was fierce, with Paradox and B-15 using every ounce of their strength and cunning to hold her off. As they fought, Paradox activated the Chronosphere, its power surging through him. He focused on the moment Deadpool recruited the alternate Wolverine, willing time to rewind. In a blinding flash of light, the timeline began to reset. Paradox and B-15 found themselves back in the TVA, moments before Deadpool's ill-fated decision. Paradox, breathing heavily, looked at B-15. "We did it." B-15 nodded, her eyes filled with relief. "Let's hope Deadpool makes a better choice this time." The multiverse, now restored, breathed a collective sigh of relief. The heroes who had been lost were once again alive, their memories of the dark timeline erased. Deadpool, unaware of the timeline's reset, found himself in the familiar corridors of the TVA, ready to make a new plan. This time, he decided to recruit a different ally. Instead of seeking out another Wolverine, he turned to someone he knew he could trust, Cavil. And that is going to be it for What If Deadpool Recruited Henry Cavill's Wolverine as the anchor beam for his universe in the latest Deadpool and Wolverine film. Now, it would have been interesting if Deadpool had chosen a different Wolverine, or imagine all those different Wolverines, like the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine, Patch, you know, the smaller Wolverine, like the comic accurate version, and all the other ones. Imagine if he ended up recruiting all of them and had some kind of like Wolverine core. Like, that would be another very interesting what if that I would like to do on this channel. But again, what did you think of this alternate scenario? I personally felt that Henry Cavill's Wolverine was like the ultimate Wolverine for some reason. I kind of felt like that version has the potential to be Ultimate Wolverine, or the MCU's version of Wolverine itself. I think, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is perfect for the role. I think he still has it in him. It's fantastic. But again, I just think there's so much potential for this alternate version of Wolverine. Now, what did you think of me adding in those other characters like the 2003 Punisher, the 2008 Hulk, and all the other characters within the storyline? Now, if you guys do enjoy these videos, do make sure to subscribe, like, share, and turn those notifications on so you and your friends are up to date with the latest content. But thank you so much for tuning in, and have a wonderful day. Peace out.